What up, everybody? It's your boy May Mac, and I'm back with another one. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, it feels really good to say that again. So, 2020, popping back in. Now we're gonna get right into it with the first episode for Black Clover of 2020, episode 116. Now, we're gonna talk about three things specifically. We're gonna talk about the opening and ending, really quick. We're gonna talk about the fights, really quick, because they were kind of quick. We're also gonna talk about Asta's rant against Patry, which was really good. So let's get started. So we had the opening and ending, which by the way are fire. Alright, I ain't gonna lie, when I first started the opening, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, do they not understand the theme of what's going on right now? It's kind of dark, but then when you get more into the song, you see the video and everything like that, it fits so well. Like, yo, that opening is fire. And the ending is even more fire, dog. I mean, it's spoilery as hell if you haven't read the manga, which might be Tabata's way of telling people to go read the manga. I mean, you're tired of spoilers, why not? But yeah, that ending was beautiful. I mean, the video, the song, the timing of everything, I mean, just all of it was great. Now we gotta move on. So, let's talk about the fights. First fight that we're gonna talk about is Nozel versus Patry. I'm still on that fuck Nozel shit, alright? Fuck Nozel, alright? I'm sorry, just for everything he did to my girl Noelle, my second favorite character in this entire show. Fuck Nozel, okay? Alright, moving on though. Let's talk about the fact that Nozel is a beast! Yo, did you see how he was doing this stuff? Yo, he controlled his magic to such a defined point. Like, his precision, his defense, his attack, his control was just god tier. Like, yo, and the fact that Mercury was also another one of Light's weakness. Like, just, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And then he was so ready to kill him afterwards, but I also was like, hold up, homie, I want to try something real quick. And we're going to talk about that later. So let's move on to Lit versus the Devil. Now, this was a good fight. I don't care what nobody says. The strategy of this fight was amazing. Lit only has one sword. He's not fully awakened yet, so he's kind of in a weakened state, I guess you could say. And then the Devil with his word magic, which is way too OP, but this guy is listed to be OP, so it's kind of cool. So, you know, he's sitting there and he's making either a magical attack or a physical attack. So, you know, as we learned earlier with this fight with Asta, if it's a magic attack, alright, the demon swords can take care of it. But if it's a physical attack, you gotta use magic to defend it. So, Lit, he's just a savage. So he just handled it all by himself with one sword. You don't care, dog. But then we see the limitations of that when he gets captured. I guess you could say bound. Not really captured, but whatever. So then you have Charlotte come up. She saves him, which is pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then that's when you have my captain, Yami, show up. And he's like, look, we gonna put all this bullshit aside and we gonna beat this guy who is really scaring me right now. I mean, can you blame him though? Like, that dude's scary as hell, dog. So now you have the situation where it's Yami and Charlotte and Lit versus the Devil. And you know, Yami and Charlotte had a quick little moment to fight together, which by the way was really cool to see because it was perfect teamwork, dude. Like, seriously perfect teamwork. I mean, and the strategy of the show. Look, I get a lot of people don't like Black Clover because of the low animation, but the strategies of this fights, the strategies are just so amazing. Like, yo, just the way they were moving, the way that Charlotte was defending against the magic attacks that are wide range because she has magic attacks that are wide range, and then Yami used that to get in close and cut this demon. God damn. Yeah. I'm seriously enjoying these battles. I mean, it's just a lot of them. Like, that's technically three battles in one episode. Like, that's a lot of animation to do, boy. So I can't really blame them, especially with how well they animated this thing with Asta and Patry. Oh, that conversation, boy. Man, that conversation was serious. So you have Patry in a very broken state right now. I mean, you really can't blame him. He's been thinking this whole time. He's been doing this stuff to get Lick back, to get all his family back, and to get revenge on the humans that he thought had tricked him. Then it turns out you've done all this. You've done all this damage, death, murder, betrayals, all this stuff. And it was just to help a freaky looking thing get your grimoire. so he can get a full body in the real world. Like, it's gotta hurt. So then next thing you get turned into a demon. That sucks. Then you get your ass whooped while you a demon. It doesn't suck as much, but it still sucks a little bit. So now you have Patrick in this broken down state with his one friend, that he still has locked in his tree prison thing. The fuck is that? Whatever. So now you're gonna have to go through, and Asta is trying to release him with his demon destroyer sword. But since Patrick is a demon, the negative energy and negative emotion and the influence from the devil is a lot stronger than everybody else. So he's going through, he's seeing all of Patrick's emotions. He's seeing the deaths of his friends and family. He's seeing his rise and his attacks on the Clover Kingdom. And then he sees the death of the Wizard King. Which, alright, side note, Patrick, that was an amazing strategy from Patrick. Did you take the entire kingdom hostage and then use that moment to make Julius vulnerable? Can we talk about that? That was just good strategy. It sucks, but it was good strategy. Moving on. So Asta is mad, and not just mad. This man is big mad. He just found a well with bad. Dog, this is crazy mad. So Asta is seriously mad, and not only is he mad, he also is getting affected by the devil's influence as well. So he's got to fight that off while still being in control, which isn't easy. So now he goes and he sees Patrick wallowing in despair. He's like, dude, what are you doing? Stop, bro. You can't run away from this. You have to accept your actions and what you did, and now you have to work hard to make them right. Nobody's going to forgive you. I'm not going to forgive you, but you have to do it. And when Asta says, just because you weren't wanted, chosen, and forgiven, you can't let that stop you from doing the right thing. Because I wasn't wanted, I wasn't chosen, I wasn't forgiven. And I'm still trying to do the right thing and become the Wizard King. And that's really deep. Let's literally think about how deep that is of what he just said. He wasn't wanted. Asta is an orphan thrown away from his family to a broken down church. Damn. Asta wasn't chosen. Magic did not choose him. Magic has no way of being held inside his body, so he's not exactly loved by the mana, as everybody likes to say. Asta isn't forgiven. How many people do you think Asta has beaten up till now that won't forgive him for the fact that they lost to him in battle? How many elves do you think he's freed that actually are going to continue to hate him for freeing them and stopping their plans of getting revenge? That's just what you have to deal with. That's what you have to take on. And he's not going to let none of that stop him. He's going to keep all that. He's going to put it on his back, and he's going to move forward to become the Wizard King. That's an amazing thing to see from a 16-year-old. Dude, that's crazy. And so he says this and, some other things, and Patrick understands, okay, yeah, I can't run away from this. I need to make this right. I got to do the right thing. So he's still going to be using William's body in his form, in Lit's form, I guess you could say. And he's going to go through and he's going to try to make this right by working with everybody to defeat the devil. And I'm very glad that the show is getting us some hype now. So let's keep this going. Let's keep getting the bandwagon flowing. Shouts to everybody who watched this. Also, quick plug, follow my comedy channel. I've been doing some stand-up comedy. I'm going to be posting a little bit more on there. So yeah, check that out too. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time.